Hi, I wanted to talk on the very difficult conversation of difficult conversations. And the reason they're difficult is because the clues in the name. It's a difficult conversation. You're probably going to have to tell someone that you kind of like, or that you have a working relationship with, or some kind of relationship with, some difficult piece of information. So have you ever had one of these before? Did you actually have it, or just think about having it? And if you didn't have it, why is that? Is it because you didn't want to hurt their feelings? Is it because it was just too emotional for you, just couldn't deal with it? Well, there is a way that you can have these kinds of conversations in a structured manner, and reduce the chance of causing hurt, but also importantly to get your message across. Now, as a British person, I can tell you that many of us do shy away from this. So if you're watching this from within the UK, you might be able to relate to that. If you're watching it from elsewhere in the world, you might think, what's the problem? Just tell them it's all over and done with. But actually, there's a better way of doing it. And the way is this, and I call it a feedback sandwich. Now, a sandwich, as the name sort of suggests, is two pieces of bread surrounding the filler, cheese sandwich, whatever it happens to be. Anyway, so the two bits of bread are in a feedback sandwich are the wrapper, and that is a wrapper of what I would call goodness, and then the bit in the middle, the filler, is the difficult part of the conversation that you're having. So for instance, if I've got to tell someone about poor performance, I would sit them down and I would say something like, look, I'm going to be honest with you, it's a little bit of a difficult conversation for me. So I would talk about it up front, but something's come to my attention and I want to discuss it. And so first of all, so you're kind of empathizing with the other person. You're not being brutal, but you are going to have this conversation. And so you sit down with them, you have some sort of empathy with them, and that's the first part of the sandwich. And then you'll tell them, let's say that their performance is bad. Perhaps they've produced a report for you which is full of grammatical mistakes, for instance, and that's happened, I'm sure, to all of us at some stage. So you would talk to them about, look, I'm not really comfortable with these reports. I would expect you to do the very basics like spell check, grammar. We'd understand. I would ask them, why are you, was it just that you were rushed? Did you need extra support in getting these reports together? Whatever it happens to be, perhaps I've not done my job correctly. Let's just kind of understand why that is. And then we would agree the mitigating measure, if you like, extra support, or perhaps they just slipped their mind. They were just absent-minded. They need to pay more attention. So whatever it is, let's agree that is the way forward. And then the second part of the sandwich, the bottom half, the bread, if you can imagine. So I talked about it as a filler. I would find something positive to say about them. So, whilst your report had these kind of holes in and spelling errors, actually, I really like this about your work. Maybe it's their energy, maybe it's their creativity, whatever it is, but find something positive to say about them. So you've had some empathy, you've had the difficult conversation, and then you've said the final supportive statement, if you like. So you've had a difficult conversation, the wheels haven't fallen off, the relationship is intact, and you're all good to go. Okay, so I really hope that was helpful. If you thought it was helpful, give us a like. That would be great. Subscribe and send me a note on the comments. I'd love to hear what you're thinking and any difficulties that you might have. All right, thanks a lot. Have a brilliant day.